Before men learned how to control fire and put it to work, it was man's greatest enemy. In much the same way, your emotions can be your own greatest enemy.
We were great until we weren't.
I think she's great. I think she's in the right place. I don't think I want her lower because she does get distorted a little bit when I bend, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're in the curl club.
Maybe should I be more worried about that? Are you hand poking the whole thing?
No, I'm gonna use machine.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, she's machining.
Yes.
The sentiment behind this song is like a person or a love comes into your life that affects you forever, and it changes the way you love, it changes the way you approach like people and relationships like forever, and in the same way that a tattoo changes your body forever. So I know that was like the whole connection we wanted to make here. And what I really liked about this design, what it reminded me of for me is like, you have a certain sense of like wholeness and completion about you before you meet someone that like changes you, and it feels like it kind of like breaks you open in some kind of way, and it affects you like you're all of a sudden you feel a bit more broken and exposed to like other people because you found this new part of yourself that you didn't think was there before. So that's kind of what this piece sort of like does for me. That was my interpretation.
What was crazy was I like sent her this picture, and before I could even explain what it was, she said exactly what I was thinking. My brain was like, it's kind of like you get reborn because you like grow from the situation, but it's almost like this like darkness like comes out of you and you see yourself differently. That version is stronger and smarter, and you know, I feel like there's a little bit of, as much as there's like a dark or sad aspect to this underlayer, there's also just like a wiser.
Yeah. It's a little bit more rough around the edges, it's a little harder, but she knows more, and she knows what to hold back. She'll still fuck up and still make mistakes and be vulnerable, but at least you know, like, you come in with a little bit more knowledge to the next thing. This one was interesting because it wasn't about like a specific one person, but it was really cathartic because it was kind of, in a sense, about every person. And that, even though lyrically it seems like it's about a specific relationship, like, I've never had a relationship that had all of the little things that I tell lyrically within the song. It was kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things together that I've gone through, like whether it be like the fighting stuff. I've never really fought with anyone recently. The only person that I had like a fighting relationship with was like my high school boyfriend. So it was kind of one of the first songs that I'd written that brought in aspects of that, which I hadn't thought about in a really long time. But then it also, like, it's not just about romantic relationships for me, it's kind of like about, I've had some tough like friendships and stuff that's fell out, whatever. And everything like just changes. Like, I found like navigating friendships right now after some like kind of traumatic stuff that's gone on with that. My high school boyfriend is a lot of the reason why I struggled to have relationships at all over the last 10 years, because I was really scared of them, because he was such a, it was just such a toxic relationship for the two of us. If that relationship had gone differently, I think I would have approached relationships in my 20s differently. And it could have been, maybe I would have been more open to commitment, maybe I would have been more able to like be more vulnerable with people, but I had such a hard shell up until probably when I was like maybe 25 that started to come down a little bit. But it does make me think, because those are kind of formative years in terms of like what you do with relationships. So you're kind of like, damn, like, I didn't feel any of this until you, and now like, what could I have felt if you didn't make me feel like that? Like, how would my arc of feelings have changed? I'm obsessed. I love her. She's beautiful.
Should we take a picture of it?
Yeah.
I have a little photo area downstairs.
Yeah.
That is fucked up.